Well, Bill Burr has a new comedy special out. I haven't watched it yet. I probably will because I do think he's pretty funny, despite some of the things that he's been saying lately. Usually, he stays pretty neutral and roasts both sides, which I think is fine. Actually, I kind of like that. But I like it when you're consistent, not when you go full crazy like he did. What was that, a couple weeks ago? He went on, I think it's that breakfast morning show or whatever it is. It's the same show that Hillary Clinton went on and said that she had hot sauce in her bag. I can't remember the name of it because I don't watch it. I just always see clips popping up. But it looked like it was the same people from that show. And he went on there and he was saying that Elon was totally doing the Yahtzee salute, which is a little off-brand for him. Because anybody that has two brain cells knows that that's not what he was doing. And it's really funny it's funny how this game is played because you see people doing similar things that are on the left at rallies and that never gets blown up. It's almost like they selectively push what they want to push. So he did that. And then he also was backing that Luigi guy, which I'm sorry, no matter how you feel about healthcare and CEOs, it should always be a crime to walk up and assassinate someone. I'm kind of for law and order. I find that kind of stuff uncalled for. And he absolutely should get whatever the court gives him. That's disgusting. I don't want to live in a society where things like that happen. And he was pushing for that. And now he's quadrupling down on it and then getting mad that people are asking about it. And it's like, dude, why did you put yourself in that situation to begin with? You should have just not commented on it. And now, whenever he goes out, he gets hounded and he kind of snaps at people. Bill Burr snaps at reporters questioning his support of Luigi. You guys need to have balls again. So what are they supposed to do? Advocate for executions? That's not what I want to. I don't want to live in a society like that where people praise execution-style murder. This guy walked up and just shot that guy in the back of the head. It's awful. No matter how a lot of people probably don't like that guy. He's a healthcare CEO. But that shouldn't be celebrated. We're supposed to be a civilized society, but it sure as hell doesn't seem like it anymore with the Summers of Love and the Tesla fire bombings and people going out and just taking people and Minecrafting them on the streets. It's insane what's been going on. And supporting that is pretty far leftist, which is what he's coming across as lately, which goes against his brand. His brand, as much as people may or may not agree with it, is being kind of a guy who roasts both sides. So that's why it's a little kind of weird to see him acting the way he has lately. Bill Burr won't back down. The comedian snapped at a group of reporters who pressed him about current events at the 2025 Mark Twain Prize at American Humor ceremony where his pal Conan O'Brien was honored. So in a viral video circulating on X, a journalist told Burr she had been reading up on his support of accused United Healthcare CEO shooter Luigi and asked him to clarify his previous comments as he walked the red carpet. I don't think you read up on it because I said what I felt about it, and I said what a lot of people said, he bluntly replied in his free Luigi stance. That's the problem. This dude shouldn't go free. He walked up and executed a guy right on the street with cameras recording him. That is a crime, no matter how you feel about that CEO. That's not the world I want to live in, where things like that happen. But, people are going to do what they want, and it's not a rational stance. But he took it, and it's off-brand for him. And he makes this comment like this: I'm here First he said some controversial moment so she can get clicks. He's mad that he got asked about it. And it says, I'm here for Conan. I'm not doing all of this. What are you going to bring up next? The Middle East? I went to summer school 3 out of 4 years in high school. I'm not qualified to talk about this. But you are the one that talked about it first. So they're going to ask you about it. And he got asked about Elon Musk's involvement in the Trump administration. He said, I don't watch the news. I have no idea what's going on. But you were pretty blunt in your response in saying that Elon is a Yahtzee for what he did. I mean, you had no problem saying that. So you got asked about it because it seemed like you wanted to dip your toes in there. And he got a lot of backlash when that happened, by the way. And he put himself in that situation. I'm not saying he can't comment on things, but when you say things like that, they're for sure they're gonna ask you about it again. It's just kind of the name of the game. Like something like this is a little bit more normal. He's defending the Snow White remake, but he's more so annoyed that people are commenting on it. And it's like, well, I get that. People, I'm sure some people are annoyed with it. I just find it really funny. I mean, we've been waiting 2 years for this movie to come out. And I've been enjoying the downfall of the movie because of the way that Rachel Zegler acted. So, Disney, they're learning a pretty hard lesson. But this is pretty on brand to him because he actually roasts both sides in his comment. I'll just pause it right here. Like, he calls the liberals whiny snowflakes and they're entitled a-holes. And then he says that's true. And then he roasts conservatives. That's on brand for Bill. But what he was doing before wasn't on brand. And that's why he kind of pissed off a lot of people. We'll see where he goes. I think he's doing Broadway. So maybe he was doing that to kind of kiss up to the people that he's going to be working with over there. I don't know. But he doesn't seem very happy getting pulled into the news cycle. And it's like, dude, you put yourself there, Bill. You put yourself in that position. Stay on brand. Because, for the longest time, I've always liked Bill. And I don't hate him now. I still think he's funny, but I definitely disagree with him on his stance about this Luigi guy. 100%. And that's fine. But I'm just saying, I don't want to live in a world where people can walk up and just execute people. I don't think it's cool. No matter how you feel about that dude, it's just not a world that I want to live in. This isn't a third world country. Well, at least not yet. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.